This is something we've done in my business is I'd create a story bank for my business. So this is so important because story isn't just a nice to have thing in your business. It's the engine of your brand. It's how you stand out in a crowded market. It's how you connect with your audience on a human level and even shape the products that you create. So essentially, here's what I would do. You could either create a custom GPT for this or maybe put it in a project in ChatGPT. But essentially, I would start feeding it one GPT, feeding it all the stories that I have. Now, I have a newsletter. I don't know if you've seen my newsletter. It's my most favorite thing right now. I'm obsessed with it. It comes out every Tuesday. So if you're not getting my Tuesday newsletter, that's where I tell all my stories, the good, bad, and ugly. It's amyporterfield.com/newsletter. It's all about online marketing, but I start the newsletter with a story. And so now I have many newsletters that I've sent out over the last few months. It's only been out for a few months. So I collect all those stories as PDFs. I upload them into this story bank. And then I upload all my podcasts and ask it to strip out all of my stories. And then all my courses, I'll upload all the PDFs from my courses, the transcripts, strip out all the stories. And essentially, I would have this GPT create my story bank so that anytime I wanted to, create a story around a specific topic or a lesson I wanted to teach, I could then pitch and catch with ChatGPT to say, what story do I have related to this? Or I want to talk about this lesson, what story would go with it? And so it just makes it so much easier because I like to start each podcast with a little story, like I told you about Laura Belgray asking me that question. And sometimes it is true, I'll sit here on camera and I'll just sit here thinking, I don't know what story to even talk about. Sometimes my mind goes completely blank. Does that ever happen to you? Like there is nothing in there. And so I have this really weird thing I just thought about where when I'm eating something and Hobie will be like, what does it taste like? Or do you like it? When I think about what it tastes like, I could taste nothing. Is that weird? Has that ever happened? If you are thinking I'm a wackadoo right now, maybe it's just me. But I thought about that because sometimes when I sit here to think, okay, what story am I going to tell on my podcast? Nothing. But my story bank, if I go to it and say, today I'm talking about solopreneurship and I want to address this or that, then I can see all the stories that I could potentially tell. And then once you've loaded it with everything you already have, and you already have stories, I promise you, it's a discipline, it's a habit that you get into of pulling stories out of your head, essentially. Like you have to kind of get into that rhythm.